Before we start this episode, you may be wondering why we're looking at a delicious, delicious cake. Well, I made this cake to celebrate that yesterday we found our first mouse. Yay, Toronto! Hello friends and YouTubers alike, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Talking to the Camera. Now, there's a reason why this episode is extra exciting. It's because...
it's the gamer episode! That's right, all games, all episode long. Ding! Test on the microphone. In late September, Studio Udon celebrate the release of its Street Fighter The Tribute Book along with the Beguiling comic shop here in Toronto at a bar where they drink stuff. If you missed it, here's the footage. Haruki!
We're here at the Udon and Beguiling launch party for the Street Fighter Tribute Book, and there's food here. Lots of food. That's the prizes. God, this mask fogs up when you're breathing. Best Buy also just had its event this past weekend, the Gamer Invasion. Here's some footage from that. Invasion Dukin. We're here at the Best Buy event at Dundas Square with Jesse and Sonali. And this year there's no free stuff.
What especially sucks because he managed to win a TV last
Last
time.
year, TV, PS3, nothing.
And can you really tell how you're putting that on your face?
I know where it is.
You got like framing.
It's very great. I'm very professional. So yeah, city event. What fun. But Castlevania.
You can't hear him. You can't hear me.
And it's just about time to go into a new segment called
Comics You Should Read.
And since it's a video game episode, let's look at video game turned to manga. Our first one goes to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time series.
So, what can I say about the Zelda manga? Well, if you're a fan of Zelda, or especially Ocarina of Time, you owe it to yourself to own this. I've been waiting for this release for a good while, as I have read all the scanlations from way back, and it feels great to finally have a copy in my hands. The character design and personalities are beautifully drawn out by the creators, A. Honda and S. Nagano, working together as Akira Himikawa. It follows the story of Ocarina of Time from young Link to Hero of Time, visiting recognizable locations and memorable characters. There's almost a more human element to this series, as many of the characters have more developed personalities, especially our silent hero Link. Perhaps the greatest feature of this book is how it expands on the existing landscapes of Hyrule, where it took about 5 minutes to walk from one end to the other in the N64 game. Here, Hyrule gets the treatment it deserves. My only gripe with this story is it may seem a little rushed. Many of the boss battles and dungeons are taken care of in 2 to 5 pages, then moving on to the next story. And also there's a little hammy subplot with some dragon, which is kind of meh. But altogether, an enjoyable read, and I can't wait for the next series.
Now, if you're a fan of Phoenix Wright, it's really up to you to get this, but the Phoenix Wright comic has come out as well. It is more of a doujin, though, so they fooled me. Shame on you. Let's really have gloves or something. Shame. A returning segment from last time, it's
Things You Should Watch on YouTube.
Well, by now you should have already seen the Angry Video Game Nerd and Zero Punctuation all bitching about video games, so why don't we take a look at some different kinds of ways to look at video games that is also entertaining. Daniel Floyd on YouTube self-describes his style of being inspired by Zero Punctuation, but I believe it stands alone in this sea of video game critiquing, especially as what he covers is not the games, but the industry itself.
My name is this, and I'm here to talk about these. I know most of us don't sit in front of our games every night to learn things, but games have more potential as teaching tools than most people realize, and they don't even have to be boring games to do it. But before I dive into the topic head first, let's start by looking at the state of educational gaming in the mass market.
Though he has no actual title for the series, be sure to check out his video games and... This had me crying on the floor. Maybe it's because I was watching it at like 2 in the morning, but I really enjoy Really Hard Mario.
Princess, she's gonna be grateful. She's gonna give you a kiss, and for next thing you know, you're gonna get laid tonight. All right? Here we go. We do a jump. Good job. Blooper. Over here. Stick. Make sure to not hit the invisible block. Yep. Get the big mushroom. Yes. Alright, yes! Yes! And we jump up. Alright, don't go in there. Okay, so just gotta get on that little jumpy platform. The little you fuck! Why did they do that?
And an oldie, but still a goodie, be sure to check out Vadrum meets Super Mario Bros. 2. Even though Mario 2 was never really truly a Mario game, it still has my most favorite Mario music in it, so I just love this. And if you want to go back to some more old school gaming, be sure to check out Awesome Video Games.
Awesome video games. Video games are awesome.
Today on Awesome Video Games, we're going to be serving up some dragon. Oh, double that dragon. Dragon doubled. Double dragon!
Yeah! Awesome video games.
Well, that about wraps up things for this week's episode of Talking to the Camera. Join me next time when I